Hi, good morning, everyone. I think I'm going to go ahead and get started now. I see quite a few of you have joined this morning, which is really great. So today is International Meditation Day, and we thought it might be a good idea to go through a short practical meditation session. This session will be on compassion, but before I get into the meditation part of it, of course, I'm sure a lot of people already know what mindfulness is and what the benefits of it are, but I'm just going to quickly go through that, and then we'll have a 15-minute meditation session where you'll have time for yourself to relax and recharge and feel ready to take on the day. So, what is mindfulness? Mindfulness is a skill that you train by willfully directing your attention to things happening in the present, like noticing your breath, the sensations in your body, or the sounds around you. This enables you to notice when your attention is being captured by thoughts or emotions that are not what you are focusing on. Once you notice this happening, you can gently disengage from whatever captured your attention and go back to the object of your meditation. And by repeating this process, you become skilled at noticing when your attention has been captured by something like worrying about the future or regrets of the past. And then you are able to detach from it and really look at the wider picture. So you will be able to notice how thoughts come and go in your mind. You may learn that they do not define who you are or your experience of the world, and you can really let go of them. You can also notice what your body is telling you. For example, tension and anxiety can often be felt in your body, such as a fast heartbeat, tense muscles, or shallow breathing. And lastly, you really create this space between you and your thoughts so you can react more calmly and know that you have a choice in the way that you react to situations. So, in essence, mindful attention leads to a perspective of detachment from concerns that really, in the grand scheme of things, they don't really matter. So there's, of course, many benefits to practicing mindfulness. It indirectly gives you a tool to explore the human mind from a first-person perspective. So it may show you how your mind actually works rather than how you assume it might work. And this may give you greater insight and compassion both for yourself and for others. What comes up to consciousness, it is often presented as all there is, and you tend to get lost in that. And you may notice how that process happens, and this might enable you to explore it and giving you greater insight into the workings of your own mind. It also helps us to consciously separate attention from arousal, so allowing us to observe experiences with calm attention by training our attention to focus at will while accepting any thoughts or emotions that arise when and then letting them go. It also enhances our emotional and self regulation abilities. So, troubling feelings can be better understood and emotions are really quieted. So, meditators have the ability to be calm and alert at the same time, helping us to be more effective at problem solving and making constructive and helpful decisions for ourselves. It may also decrease stress by helping us to let go and accept situations as they are. So, for example, when we make a mistake at work, rather than ruminating about it and going through denial, we learn to accept the mistake and focus on things that we can learn from it and actually change, allowing us to experience the world without judgment, which is really important. And that is going to be the main focus of this compassion meditation as well. Of course, also there's physical benefits. So it has shown to reduce blood pressure as well as cortisol levels, which are also released when the body is stressed. So this is just a little bit of background on meditation. I thought it might be good information to be able to know all of these things, to be able to understand why we should be practicing this on a common basis. It doesn't have to be a daily thing, and it doesn't have to be a long period of time. So whenever you find time within your day for yourself, it might be a good idea to start practicing this and master it. And once you do, it will become part of your everyday life, and you'll be able to really feel that you're emotionally able to accept certain situations, to deal with stressful situations, to build your resilience and all of these things. But yeah, let's just go straight into the meditation session now. I'm going to switch off my camera, and I'm going to share this little YouTube clip in the chat. So this is just some background music that you can play for yourself. I'm not going to play it because some people prefer not to have anything playing in the background. If you just have it on a very low volume, it might help you to kind of get into your headspace and get away from basically feeling everything in the moment. So sometimes music can help us do that in a certain way. Otherwise, you can just have everything on silent and make sure that you don't get distracted, and really sit in a comfortable place where you feel that you can just be with yourself in the moment and have your attention in this moment with me today. So I'm going to switch off my camera as well, because that really helps me to feel more relaxed as well. All right. So today's meditation will be on compassion. What does it mean to be compassionate? How do we practice it in our everyday lives? And finding ways to be compassionate, not just towards others, but also towards ourselves. Compassion is innate. It's in all of us. It naturally exists for the preservation of the species. And it is not something that we actively do. It is what we don't do. The lack of blaming, labeling, or any attempt to correct ourselves and others. When we go beyond these habitual patterns of judgment and accept what is in front of us, that is the quality which we usually label as being kind. So during this 15-minute meditation today, try to let go of any judgment. Observe each thought and sensation as it is, without feeling the need to act upon it or identify with it. We will start with a short breathing exercise to bring our attention and awareness to the present moment. Let your eyes close. Bring your attention to your body. Notice the sensation of your feet touching the floor, your legs on the chair. Are your thighs and calves relaxed? Let them be still and in a comfortable position. Bring your attention to your belly. Breathe deeply into it, rising on the inhale and falling on the exhale. Let it be soft and relaxed. Now bring your attention to your shoulders. Roll your shoulders back and down, away from your neck. Let your arms hang down beside you, hands in a comfortable position, fingers soft. Bring your attention to your head, sitting up straight, head over torso. Is your jaw relaxed? Feel your tongue on the top palate of your mouth. Face relaxed, eyebrows in a neutral position. We will do 3 sets of breathing now. You will breathe in for 6, hold for 6, out for 6, and hold for 6. This is called box breathing. You can imagine drawing a square in your mind as you do the breathing. Breathe in 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, hold 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, out 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, hold 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, in 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, hold 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, out 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, hold 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, in 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, hold 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, out 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, hold 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Bring your breath back to its natural rhythm. Sit here in stillness, keeping your attention on your breath and observing sensations in your body. If a thought pops into your mind, that's fine. Observe that thought and don't identify with it. Let it pass. Often we may find ourselves being more judgmental of ourselves than others. This can be detrimental to our self-esteem, but is often not aligned with reality. It might help to know that the judgmental mindset we have about ourselves or others always comes from somewhere. None of us are inherently judgmental from birth. We acquire this mindset by being judged by others, by our parents, by our teachers and friends. The way to drop our judgmental mindset is by seeing that many of these voices, these thoughts in our head, are frequently not our own, nor do they reflect any ultimate truth. They are merely opinions. Most of them are taken from someone else. Ask yourself, which ones do I want to listen to? We often see ourselves in black and white terms. We are either successful or a failure, beautiful or ugly, funny or boring, and so on. While this attitude is common, that doesn't make it right or realistic. Those who think this way usually value themselves based on a few simple rules, such as the kind of job they do, the amount of money they make, number of friends they have, or what they look like. We may tell ourselves that any of these characteristics are important. None of them are essential to feel good about ourselves. We need to try to start building a fuller picture of ourselves. Most of us could describe ourselves in an infinite number of ways. Knowing that you have many qualities and feeling that these qualities are valuable is very different. Sometimes it is enough to engage with people who are a few years older or younger than us, or talk to a few people from different backgrounds to find out how the things that we take for granted are really just products of our upbringing, culture, and circumstances. Ask yourself, what do I truly value? Not just in myself, but also in others. Everyone has areas in their life they are not satisfied with, but for whatever reason are unable to improve them. You may feel that you're not artistic enough, lack enough time for hobbies, or work out less than you want to. In these situations, the best way forward is to accept your limitations and the decisions you made, and embrace your own path. Social expectations are arbitrary and give you an oversimplified view of life and what truly matters. So the key is reflection. We always have a choice. Our thoughts do not define us, and we can choose to let go of the need for outside validation. To practice self-compassion, we can focus on three main things. Treat yourself as you would treat a friend. becoming more self-aware and changing our perspective. Now that we've had some time to practice compassion for ourselves, it's time to look outwards and practice compassion for others. Compassion requires us to listen to the story of another with a willingness to allow ourselves to be affected. This can be difficult or challenging at times, because often we try to avoid the pain, which usually means being stuck in it. We need to see beyond or through a person's behavior, acknowledging individual differences in how people interpret and cope with their experiences, allowing us to accept them without judgment. When we practice compassion towards others, we can release serotonin and oxytocin, which can increase trust, reduce fear and anxiety, and even help us read each other's minds. It can promote longevity for the elderly and boost self-esteem for teenagers. To practice compassion to others, you can help people do the things that they might or not or struggle to do for themselves. You can listen with empathy. Try to understand the other person's perspective and communicate this attempt at understanding. Spend time during your day silently wishing other people well, wishing them happiness and freedom from suffering. Do this for people and things that you love, but also extend this practice to things that you might be distant to or actively dislike. Shift from a self-focus to a systems focus. Recognize yourself as part of a much larger, connected biological system in which cooperation results in better outcomes. Compassion is something that should not need courage. It is an everyday expectation. Manifest compassion by being kind, not just to others, but also to yourself. Listen to and internally repeat these affirmations with me. I have valuable qualities, and I am worthy of whatever good life brings to me. I am part of a larger connected biological system where my compassion extends beyond myself and those closest to me. I can see beyond behaviors and mistakes in myself and in others and grow from each experience. I have valuable qualities and I'm worthy of whatever good life brings to me. I am part of a connected biological system where my compassion extends beyond myself and those closest to me. I can see beyond behaviors and mistakes in myself and others and grow from each experience. Now slowly bring back your attention to me. Wiggle your toes, wiggle your fingers. Slowly blink open your eyes. Bring your awareness back into the room. Thank you everyone for listening to this meditation on compassion with me.